Hello, my name is Noura Almasri. Welcome to Echoes of Impact with Noura. We believe that everyone is capable of making an impact and changing the world around them. So we challenge limitations and uncover stories that inspire a greater impact for you and the world. Today, we are going to address fear. Before we start talking about my subject, for today, what we are going to unpack for you, I want to let you know that this segment is sponsored by Noura's Books, tax and accounting firm. Noura's Books is going to be sponsoring this segment, and it's going to be a recurring segment, Save Taxes with Noura. So we're going to talk about taxes. And does it sound familiar? A lot of you guys are afraid of taxes, afraid of the letter that you maybe received from the IRS? Raise your hand if yes. I see your hands. If you're afraid, raise your hands, because I know a lot of you are. I was afraid before, even though I've been an accountant for my entire life. However, I haven't started doing taxes until 5-6 years ago, like as a career. I did my taxes, like some relative taxes before, as just like a help to help them, but I never had the courage to make it as my career. And so I started Noura's Books. And this is when I said, okay, if I'm going to do this as a profession, I'm going to study tax law and I'm going to be licensed. Well, we're not allowed technically to say licensed because I'm an enrolled agent, and that is the highest designation from the IRS. We technically have to take 3 exams: business tax law, individual tax law, and representation. So I can represent any clients, any entity in front of the IRS offices. And then you go ahead and you start doing taxes. Now you don't have to do that in order to be able to do taxes, because the tax regulation, tax industry is not regulated. Anyone technically can go get a bid preparer number and get background check, and then you are able to file taxes, getting paid to file taxes without any knowledge. That's why when maybe you are price shopping and finding people who are not charging you decent, because maybe they are just doing data entry. And for data entry, you can teach it for anyone who's in grade school as well. But when you want to really know the law and take also the clients as a case that you want to win, just like if you want to go in front of any judge, right? Or you want to win the law. You want to use the law to win, to make sure that you are taking care of your clients. It's different than just like taking the information, do data entry. Totally different. So when I started doing taxes, I found out that I really enjoy it and I love it. And I found that every client is literally unique. Your case is totally different than mine, totally different from your brother, your neighbor, your colleague. It might sound the same, but like there's a lot of different details that will make it totally different. And the tax law is written for you to use it, not to be afraid and not utilize it for your advantage. Technically, all governments, when they write a tax law, they want to encourage a certain behavior or discourage a certain behavior. Think about it. Like when they give you a credit for having energy saving things like solar panel or an electric car, they want to encourage you to buy them, to have them, to save in energy. That's why they give you tax credits. Same thing with everything else, like with the deduction they give to you for your business, for the credits they give you for going to school, for a lot of other credits for investing, tax-free accounts, rental property investment. They give you a lot of really, really detailed things that you can take advantage of. They want to encourage that behavior. So you don't have to be afraid of taxes. And I understand that you're not going to be knowledgeable of every tax law because it's continuously changing, especially this year. Look at now, like we're going to have a new administration and we're going to have a lot of change in the tax law. And even when there's no change in administration that you see, tax law is always revised, always new new laws from the Treasury Department. No one expecting you to have the knowledge of all the change that the government does on the state level and a federal level, and sometimes in the city level. So that's why you always want to have a professional on your side, because that's our job, to really have this information ready for you and update you. Everything, there's changes, and tax law, even though it's written in English, but it's not necessarily English, that, sometimes simple English answer would be yes, but that law answer would be no, just because they written the law this way. And they tell you, oh, okay, if this is the case, then the answer no, even though it doesn't make sense. So you need to know and understand how to read the law. So if you don't, you want to make sure you have a tax professional on your side who understands the law and who takes the time to always educate themselves on the law. This is very important for you to succeed. And let's say you are a business owner, or even if you're not a business owner, you have a job, you have a life, you have more other priority that you would love to do, that you don't want to just keep yourself updated with the tax law, right? Because this is not your full-time job. So it's better for you, for example, if you're a business owner, to go make money, get more revenue, and then pay professionals who knows their jobs better than you know their jobs. Because I don't know how you do your job. If I need something, if you're a landscaper and I need to do a landscaping for my home or for on my office, I will call you. Because if I try to do it, I'm gonna waste time, waste money, waste energy, get tired, and I will perform a very bad job. It's not gonna look nice. It's not gonna get a good results. So always hire the professional and focus on making more money. And when we all focus on that, focusing on us making money for what we can do, and focusing on also hiring the professional that's going to save us time and money, the economy of the entire country is going to change. Our lives are going to change, and every business around us will flourish. But when we all try to save money, make sure we don't want to spend on this, we don't want to hire this person, let's try to fix this ourselves, we don't want to bring a general contractor or handyman, let's just fix this door ourselves, we're gonna end up wasting money and time, because maybe we know how to do it, but if we do the job that we were supposed to do, we're making more money because this is the thing that makes us money. Or if we are trying to do it and it's not something we know how to do, maybe now we break it further and have to bring someone to take care of it, and we're going to pay a lot more. And that happens often with tax clients. They try to do something and then they end up messing up, and then we have to spend so much more time to do their books correctly, and then to do their taxes correctly, and to amend the taxes. It takes longer time. It's harder for the professional side, and it takes longer on the IRS side in case they owe you money. It takes sometimes 1 year to get you the money with continuous follow-up when you do an amendment. So do the things right in the beginning and don't be afraid of it. But understand it, talk to your professional, make sure you have basic knowledge, but have a professional along your side so you can keep your money. So don't save a couple of hundreds to end up paying thousands of dollars more just because you tried to save a couple of hundreds. All right. This is the segment for today. I'll be seeing you after the break. This is Echoes of Impact with Noura. We'll be right back.